Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. That my honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the elect men doing this work in truth and in sincerity. Alright, this is Isaiah 53 and 10. Because, I was watching a lesson that the brother Kazak had did. And, something I had got out of it is just, comfort in the hell that we go through. You know what I'm saying? Because we know that it helps us, we know that it helps us be basically approved of the Most High. This is Isaiah 53 and 10. Alright. Yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. Yea, put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. And right, we know that Yahweh Shai's life was basically, he came as a lamb, for the elect of the house for the elect of Israel, man. Alright? He was mocked, you know what I'm saying? Nobody believed in him. You know what I'm saying? He came in the flesh, you know what I'm saying? So even though he came in the flesh, showing you how he had to humble himself, man. Alright, he had to humble himself in the fact that he had to be a spiritual, man. He had to humble himself in the fact that he had to take bullshit from low-life dudes, man, when he could have easily put them to death, man. He had to humble himself in the fact that he made himself lower than the angels, man, just to please the Heavenly Father, man. He made himself lower than the angels. You know what I'm saying? Technically, I mean, he in a way, he made himself lower than, the other. In a way, man, he made himself, he was basis amongst men. Salak, he was basis amongst men, man. Alright, he served his brethren. Alright, and to top it all off, his death, alright, wasn't an honorable death, man. People spat on him, gave him vinegar. Alright. Alright, they put a thief over him, man. Because in the time of his death, like, it was around the Passover, around the same time where the Jews, they had a custom where they would allow, one person free. But what? They allowed a thief, alright, a known thief, alright, free over Yahushua, man. So it says, yet it pleased the Lord to bruise him. He hath put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. Alright, so the Most High had to put him through that fire, man. He was made that sacrifice. And sacrifice of the Lord is what? Put through fire, man. As it is written in Sirach the 27th chapter, that the fire proveth the furnace. I mean the furnace proveth the vessel. Alright, so like, you have gold, you have stubble. Alright, gold, you can put gold under high heat, but stubble at low heat, it will disintegrate. Okay? So it says, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hands. He shall see the travail of his soul and shall be satisfied. Alright? And he shall see the travail of his soul and shall be satisfied, man. And that's one of the key characteristics of the elect, man, is that they will be humble. You know what I'm saying? They will really, truly, sincerely, hate this place, man. Alright? I'm gonna actually get that real quick. In Numbers, man. So when we get into Numbers, alright, the Most High basically saved. Let me see. Numbers 14 and 22, because all those men which have seen my glory and my miracles which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness have tempted me now these 10 times and have not hearkened to my voice. Surely they shall not see the land which I swear unto their fathers, neither shall any of them that provoke me see it. But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him, and had followed me fully, him will I bring it to the land whereunto he went, and his seed shall possess it. So just like, the 2/3 of Israel, all right, didn't follow the Lord, but follow after their own hearts, all right. You know what I'm saying? They didn't follow the Lord, but followed after their own hearts. Went after the doctrines of men, all right. Just like those men, went after the doctrines of men. You know what I'm saying? Basically slew the innocent, didn't follow the Lord, all right. The Most High put them to death, man. But Caleb, he was fully with the Lord, man. In famine and hell and persecution, all right, just like Paul, all right, just like Yahushua, man. You fully with somebody, all right, when even in hell, all right. You fully with somebody when even in hell, even in travail, even when you ain't got nothing, man. All right, they still with you, man. All right, just like Yahushua, man. Yahushua was fully with the Most High, man. He knew, you know what I'm saying? He knew his end. He knew that his death was gonna be, basically his life was gonna be unappreciated to the masses, man. But he still didn't care because he knew his job that he had to do. He shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hand. He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant by his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. All right? And that's, through the spirit and power of, Yahweh and Yahushai, all right? We are out here, all right, for the elect, man. As the scriptures say in Sirach, I study not for myself, but for all them that seek learning, man. All right, so we don't do this for us, but for all of them, for the elect, man, for the elect. All right, we go through the hell, we go through the torments, to teach the elect, man. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he hath poured out his soul unto death. All right, and just like us, man, just like him, we have to do the same. We have to pour out our spirit into the Most High, into death, man. All right, what that mean? That mean following him. That mean catching hell. All right, that mean being despised of men. That mean having much grief, man. Because when you read up in Isaiah 53, it says, surely he had borne our griefs and carried our sorrow, yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions. All right, so that goes to prove that what? All right, that, you come into this truth, you serve the Most High, you're not doing it for you, man. You put yourself aside for the love of the brethren, man, for the love of the elect. All right. Jumping back to verse 12. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong. So after all of that hell that he went through, you know what I'm saying? After all of the hell he went through, after the persecution, all right, after the turmoil, all right, after everything he went through, he was counted, you know what I'm saying? He was counted worthy because he had poured out his soul unto death, man. All right? And when you pour out something, it says he had poured out his soul unto death, man. He let himself go, man. Not wickedly, but in a righteous standpoint, he let himself go. He gave himself to the Most High, man, to death, man. And he was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sin of many and made intercessions for the transgressors, man. All right, but no matter what, man, he maintained his integrity, man. You can't say that about a lot of people, man. You go through hell, hardship, all right, but you still maintain your integrity, man. You still maintain your integrity, man. As it is written, real quick, I'm gonna just get it real quick. And Sirach 4, all right. And it's also, I'm gonna just get it, Slaki. Sirach 4:28. strive for the truth until death, and the Lord shall fight for thee, man. All right. The scripture says, strive for the truth until death, man. No matter what, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord shall fight for thee. And that's the only way, man, that the Most High will fight for you if you striving, man. Really, if you're of the elect, man, you will strive. All right? Like Paul said, you know, neither death nor persecution, man, shall separate us from the love of the Most High, man. Nothing, man. Because, like I had said before, you know, the Most High, Yahushua, you know, the Most High had to put him through that fire. All right, so that he can be a righteous sacrifice, man. Even in the law, man. Anytime the Most High told us to give a sacrifice, he put it through the fire. Verse Mark 9:49, for everyone shall be saved, Salaki, for everyone shall be salted with fire, and every sacrifice shall be salted with salt. All right, so, you know what I'm saying? We all got to go through that fire. All right, but, you know what I'm saying? You just want to make sure you hold on, man, because what what I got out of that verse is basically how the Most High is gonna try you, man. He's gonna see if you worthy, man. You know, as written in 1 Corinthians the 10th chapter is that, you know, I believe it's the 3rd chapter, how some of gold, some were of silver, you know, roughly paraphrasing. All right, all the way down to stubble, man. All right, so the Most High is going to put you through that fire, all right, to prove you, man. All right, and we all, you know what I'm saying? That's what we doing this for, man. We doing it to obtain mercy, man. Obtain the approval of the Most High, man. This, Sirach 27:5. The furnace proved the potter's vessel, so the trial of man is in his reasoning. All right, so we just, you know what I'm saying? We just want to continue, all right, on in his work, man. Lord willing, we be that goal, man. We be of the elect. In which case, what? We can withstand the fire, because as it is written, man, like I just read, for everyone shall be salted with fire, man. All right, but we just don't want to be caught up out there, man, and get burnt up, man, because at the end, all right, those that stubble, all right, those that's not of the elect, of the gold, what? Or those that's not of the gold, basically, they're going to be burnt up in that fire, that ultimate nuclear fire, man. All right, so, you know, with that, you know what I'm saying? That's just a little, it's my little 2 cents on, you know, Isaiah 53 and what I got out of it, man. You know what I'm saying? That basically just take the hell, man. Because after you take that hell, you know what I'm saying? That shows that you were, if you endure until the end, all right, if you endure that affliction, you endure that fire, that shows that you are approved of the Most High. You know, so with that, I pray brothers edified. Shalom, Israel.